Hey everybody, it's Luke with Figure Me Out, and today we've got the McFarlane Toys Doom Slayer. And I can't wait to look at this guy. Doom is one of those games that I don't really play much because I'm terrible at first-person shooters, but I like the character design. I think I've always thought it was really cool, and it's cool to see him in plastic. Taking a look at the packaging, we've got that there. On the side, we've got Doom Slayer, McFarlane Toys, Bethesda. Maybe we'll get some Fallout toys. That'd be cool for some power armor in this scale. Is that too much to hope for? Anyway, got Doom on the back, just a nice picture of the figure. Doom on the side. Doom. Anyway, looking at the top, we've got Doom Slayer again. On the bottom, we've got a barcode and some words. We'll go ahead and crack him open and take him over to the light box for a closer look. Here we are on the light box and taking a look at accessories. First off, we have a nice stand that says Doom. So that's fun. On the other side, there's not really anything, but there is one peg hole, not two. We also get this cool gun. Don't know much about Doom, but it's some sort of double-barrel shotgun-looking deal, and looks pretty gnarly. Got some sort of pincher thing on the bottom, Jaws of Life maybe. I don't know. I didn't play the game. But and then on the other side, we get this little chainsaw-looking thing, knife blade kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. Taking a look at Doom Slayer himself, and pretty cool figure. A lot of good paint on here. It's that whole fun thing with McFarlane Toys nowadays, where you never know what you're gonna get. You know, McFarlane Toys is like it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. But yeah, there's a weird gap right there underneath the helmet, but I don't know. Anyway, looking at the you get this little thing on the back here. That's pretty cool. Some sort of little cannon thing. You got these shoulder pads that kind of move around. Got the, again, really cool paint. Looks like a really cool, it's a cool character design. That's why I got it. It's because I looked at it and I said, oh, that guy looks awesome. He looks like he's about to break somebody in two. And I know what Doom is. I just never have been good at it. I think I picked up the game for like $5 from a Redbox, like used sale or something. But, and I got, an hour or two into it, and I'm not good at first-person shooters. But those boots are awesome, though. Look at that. Look at the paint on these boots. And the detail there. That looks great. Doom butt. Look at the back of the figure. Some little elbow pads. Really cool gauntlet on this side. Really cool. I like this green. It's like this kind of puke, like toxic green kind of color. That's really cool. He's got some sort of thing on top of his head here. A lot of good paint. A lot of good paint. A lot of good sculpt. All that's really cool. But let's go ahead and take him out of here, and we'll go over some articulation. Talking about articulation, and Mr. Doom Slayer can look up really good. Again, you do get that weird gapping underneath the head. There's like a really long double ball there. So the head's just kind of floating there. But doesn't look down so much. Actually, you do get a pretty good down there. You get a lot of tilt with that. So you get a lot of, pivot, a lot of attitude. But there's just that weird gap. If you look up, you can see there's just a little lollipop in there, which is fun. Anyway, at the back of the shoulder, you've got this little cannon thing. There's a rotation here, there's a rotation here, there's a rotation here, which is kind of more of like a ball at the top. So you kind of get a little bit of up, a little bit of down, and then you get side to side and all that as well. But I think that just kind of hangs out over the shoulder for the most part, and that's kind of where it's going to be. It's kind of hard to tuck away. There's not really a good way to fold it up back there. Wish that they had a little bit more for that, but what can you do? At the shoulders, there is a double ball peg on these shoulder pads. Whoop! But the double ball there, it does allow for some pretty good movement of that shoulder pad. You can get it up, you can get it down, you can get it back a little bit, forward a little bit, so you can kind of play around with that. Arms are on a ball and swivel, so you get a bicep swivel kind of deal up there. You also get the up and down, and they come out pretty good to the side there. You can get a full rotation. This does get in the way, but it will break off again, like you saw earlier. Arms come in right about 90, so that's not too bad. At the wrists, you've got a hinge and swivel that you can also rotate, so you can get it up and down or a side to side, whatever you want, so that's cool. At the waist, you have a double ball there, so you can crunch forward, actually, fairly decently. You can crunch back, also pretty good, but you do get a lot of whoop, and you can see, there's the ball joint, tearing this thing apart. But hey, if it helps you guys, it's worth it, right? But as you can see, you can get some pretty good back as well. But you do, and you get tilt side to side as well. A lot more tilt from that lower torso than forward and back, so keep that in mind. Legs come out about that far, and they are, you can see up there, there's like a ball with a swivel as well. So you get a little bit of pivot up there, not a lot though at all. Kicking forward, you can kick forward pretty good. You can kick back just a little bit, and then we already saw out. Single jointed knee comes in fairly well, not terrible. Does have some weird gapping, lots of weird gapping on this guy. There, at the head. You can get the shoulder pads to come up and have weird gapping, so that's all kind of interesting. But single jointed knee comes back that far. There is a rotation at the top, at the knee joint. So it is a single jointed knee with a rotation. At the ankles, there is some sort of hinge up there that goes back and forth, and not really any pivot that I can find. It may be one where you can turn it, but it's very impeded by the actual design of the boot itself, so you're not going to get a whole lot of ankle out of this guy. For a size comparison, here he is next to the Diamond Select John Wick and the Star Wars Black Series 8-inch photoreal Vader, and you can see he's definitely more in that 7-inch kind of scale. For a comparison with some other McFarlane toys, we've got the Fortnite Wildcard and then the My Hero Academia Shigaraki. Here he is next to a couple more McFarlane toys. We've got Jon Snow, who knows nothing, not even how to stand, and Night King there. For a comparison with some Marvel figures, we've got the Marvel Universe Captain Britain, the Legends Captain Britain, which is on the Hyperion body, the Bucky Cap body there with Union Jack, and then Spider UK, which I think is on the Grim Reaper body. For our standard comparison, we've got the Master Spider-Man, the Star Wars Black Series Obi-Wan Padawan, the McFarlane Fortnite Skull Trooper, and the Mezco 112 Collective Iron Man. So that's it. That's the McFarlane Toys Doom Slayer figure. And I gotta say, overall, I like this one a lot. It's pretty good. It's got some weird limitations, you know, with the single jointed knee, not crazy about that. The hips are kind of weird, but, yeah, the no ankles thing makes them kind of hard to stand, but they do have a stand included, so you can't really fault too much for that. But overall, pretty fun figure. Definitely fun to pose around, some cool accessories. The overall aesthetic is really awesome. I mean, I really like the Doom guy, Doom Slayer, I guess. I just, you know, I don't really have any tie to the game other than I played it for, you know, a couple hours there at one point. Is it worth going back and playing? Anybody that's played Doom and, you know, loves Doom, tell me why I should play Doom again. I don't know. I may check it out again. It was kind of fun. I don't know. I'm just really bad at first-person shooters. Like, really bad. Like, terribly bad. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What is here or there is this figure. What'd you guys think? Leave me a comment below. Like, subscribe. Do all that stuff, and check me out over on Instagram, Luke_figuremeout at Instagram.com. We'll have some pictures up of this guy. He's definitely going to be fun to pose around and do some stuff with, so we'll have to come up with something good there. But anyway, do all that stuff, and until we meet again, happy collecting.